The New Age of Psychoengineering by Fade. In this dream sequence, I aim to blow your mind with a concept that not only really needs to be discussed now in history, but one that also turns much of 20th century psychology upside down. This concept is psychoengineering, a term I have coined to represent the use of software engineering techniques in conjunction with cognitive neuroscience. First off, let me explain a few things. 1. Your brain is a complex, self-reflecting biocomputer. This is almost entirely not speculation, but is actually what the brain technically is. Whether your psyche is computational in this sense or not, the brain your psyche is operating in is technically a computational organ used to process and manage signals in your body and your environment. In this sense, we are aspects of nature, processing itself, the hands and eyes of the cosmos. 2. Your reality is a graphical user interface for your brain. The map is not the territory. Though this is technically hypothetical, it makes perfect sense. We know perception is processed in your neural wetware, and that perception is a composite simulation of what exists rather than direct experience of what is going on. Because of this, I infer that what you perceive right now is actually an elaborate suite of software applications evolved in your brain to interface with the universe. 3. Because of the former 2 points, it therefore follows your brain can be coded and wired. In fact, the brain runs on complex linguistic heuristics that tell it how to code itself, so you can learn new ideas every day through the sensory symbols you interact with. This means that it is even possible to run Microsoft Windows in your brain. Cool? Scary? Both maybe. Finally, before I say anything else, I must dispel the Freud myth, which got psychologists thinking the core animal drive is libidinal or sexual in nature. But this idea is ridiculous because sex is not what scientists use as a prime motivator to get rats to run a maze. Food is. I hereby surmise that hunger is the root instinct of organic life, the need to take in and produce new biochemical compounds for the sustenance of life systems. Sorry, Freud, but your personal fixation isn't scientific fact. Thus, if we are to engineer consciousness itself, we must control the nourishment and development of neural patterns and drive the brain to crave new programs we want to run inside our mind. Language in all its forms is the primary skill we have to accomplish this with. NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is the 20th century's finest attempt at programming the brain on this principle. However, to run a complex software suite in the brain, we are going to need more advanced and lasting NLP techniques than we have so far, ones that investigate the raw neurobiological signal systems the brain depends on. Advanced psychopharmacology has been known to alter and enhance our brain and the way it encodes new ideas. However, our current pharmacological methods are draconian compared to what needs to be wielded. Fortunately, science is developing ways to directly interact with the brain non-invasively so that we can alter signals without damaging nerves or washing out the brain with unwieldy chemical flooding. Because of this, we may be able to combine cognitive neurolinguistic techniques with signal modification technology to intentionally program software into the brain. This allows us to unlock the true wonders of software engineering inside our very minds. This blend of techniques I call the art of psychoengineering. Much love, Fade the Wizard of Lore.